We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're under...
Ready. 10 black. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Williams. Caught by Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Conner on the read option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Williams loses the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
For one thing, things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Williams now off the play fake. Steps away to his left. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And nothing after the catch here as he's dropped right on the spot at the 47, but in plus territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here we go. Blue 32. Check smash.
Now they'll change things up.
Blue black. Ready, go.
Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now motion left with Mooney. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't,
first half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on second and long. Jones looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Williams. He'll dump this one off here to White. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Eluding the pressure right. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Williams dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now Jones. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Connor up the middle, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker sets to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Williams. He'll get this to Connor underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Williams. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now Jones on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking deep here from Mooney. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hatch it. No. Over here.
On second and goal, Jones. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Here's Williams. Off play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now Williams on third down. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Williams throw there, complete to Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Williams from the gun on third down, eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Now Jones wants to change it up. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Williams. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Chip, New York Giant X, huddle. I got 15. Crunch time, defense.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running again with Barkley on second down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Go gutter, go gutter, go gutter, go gutter. Not today, you are.
Back to throw. Jones. On the move past the 40. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
54's Mike, 54. Ladybug, 54. I got him. Goldfish.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Cards are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Giants 59. Cardinals.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, Frank, slice blue.
Even. 4 down. Even.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best.
It was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.